So we are getting a new legislation coming in called the breathing space. And that's short for, are you ready for this? Because it's so long. Debt Respite Scheme, Breathing Space Moratorium and Mental Health Crisis Moratorium, England and Wales Regulations 2020. I don't think I'll ever remember that whole sentence, ever. So this is a new scheme that will come into effect on the 4th of May. I don't know fully the scheme as of yet, but I will touch on the bits that I do know of. So what I understand is debtors who are seeking official debt advice through local authorities or FCA approved debt advisors may be granted 60 days breathing space to enable them to find a debt solution. So landlords will not be able to contact debtors in regards to that period of debt or require repayment or add any interest for that duration of that breathing space. However, ongoing costs must still be paid, such as rent after that date the breathing space started, or the breathing space may be suspended. So, for example, if a tenant is in 2 months rent arrears and they apply for a breathing space, it is only for those 2 months that you're not allowed to chase for or add any interest onto. Anything after that can be chased. So if they continue then not to pay rent, then you can chase them for that. If the tenant does go into arrears beyond the debt that is already in the breathing space, you can contact the debt advisor and tell them they have failed to continue to pay their rent, which is likely to result in their breathing space being cancelled. So it is in the best interest for the tenant to continue to pay their rent. The tenant is fully assessed fully, and if they are able to alleviate the debt in any way, which even means selling some of their stuff, then there will be granted up to 60 days to come up with a solution to figure out how to pay the debt back. The landlord would also be notified. During this breathing space period, landlords will not be able to seek possession under Section 8 arrears. If you have a court order already going ahead, you must make the court aware of the breathing space. You can, however, make an application to the court to have this set aside if you believe the information that has been provided in the breathing space to be incorrect, or if it will have a detriment effect on yourself. Section 21s are not affected by this scheme. There is another element of the scheme where it applies to those that have mental health issues and are struggling to manage their money. But this will only apply to those that have been diagnosed with serious mental health issues, such as being hospitalised. So people that are going to the doctors and saying that they're depressed, that won't be good enough to go on this breathing space. The difference with this breathing space is that there's no time limit. So the tenant will remain in the breathing space until they have finished treatment. And then after the treatment has finished, they will get another 30 days. And you will get notification of the day the breathing space finishes. And then there's another 30 days from that day. Debtors can only have one breathing space in any 12-month period and must not be a part of any other debt solution management schemes. So I think that gives us landlords some reassurance that rules have been put in place to stop people from abusing it.